Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I want to share with you about my sabbatical, about what made it hard and what made it easy to decide to take the sabbatical. As you can probably imagine, it was not an easy decision. I quit my job, quit my full-time job. I sold my car. I packed everything and put into storage. I ended contracts. I unplugged a lot or almost all of it. And then I packed a bag or two and decided to go or to come see the world. And I'm in Bali now. So how did I get here? I'm just going back to the start and saying, okay, here's how the decision came to be. And this video would help someone, the kind of person, and that could be you, who is, or if you know someone who is thinking through a decision, who thinks that well, not who thinks that, or who has a feeling that this is the next step, the right next step for them, but it's really hard to take because it's not a conventional step, or because there's a lot of risk involved in it. And so I'll start with the things that were hard, and then I'll talk about the things that were easier. And so the first thing I would say is the fear of the unknown. That was a big black box. I had this idea, I had this desire, and I wanted to take it, but however, taking it would mean a lot of unknowns. It would mean leaving the familiar, the life I knew, the life I had built, my job, my house, my car, all the things I just said, my life, my friends, my family, in order to take this step. And some of those things remain, thank God, like things like family and friends hopefully remain, but things like your house, your car, I knew my life, and my life worked. It worked great as well, but I also did have this deep desire to go somewhere, this deep knowing that I needed to create space in my life for a year to do something else other than to work. And this reminds me of the story in the Bible, the origin of the sabbatical, where weekly God wanted the people of Israel to rest, but also every 7th year God told the farmers to take time, or to not take time, well I guess take time, but to not do anything, not farm. Let the land lie fallow, let the land be. Don't work the land, don't prune it, don't water it, don't do anything. And in that time, it was a big act of faith. It was definitely leaving the familiar, what they've been doing for 6 years, and in the 7th year just going to do something else. Big act of faith, and believing that when they come back, they will still have lands, they will still remember the skill of farming, they will still have food to eat and take care of their families and their animals and their everything. And so yeah, that was the first thing that was hard, just the fear of the unknown. It's not resolved now. I'm out here, I have no idea where things will go, but that was a big thing. I was like, how do I know? You don't know. You never know. You take the step or you don't. And I took the step, and I'm encouraging you too if it's the right thing for you. The next thing that made it hard was I didn't know anyone who had done it. I kind of alluded to this one. Not in my circle. It wasn't a thing. It was the road less traveled. It was unconventional. And so I didn't have anyone that I could talk it through with and ask them, how did you do it? What was it like? When you came back, what did things look like? It was lonely. Life is meant to be shared and discussed, and brainstormed with people, and I didn't feel like I had that. And I also felt, so there's the not knowing anyone, because, and then that making me lonely, but also it felt a little show-offy. Like I didn't, like, who can do that, who can think like this, or who can do something like that. Like, it's so out of what people are working towards, or what other people are doing. I felt like I needed to want what everyone wants and do what everyone is doing, and I just didn't want that. I just wanted to go explore. I just wanted to make this space. I just wanted to do this, to take a year. And so yes, that definitely made it hard to internally and otherwise. The third thing that made it hard was, third big thing was, there's other little things, but I want to make good use of your time and mine. So the third big thing was my current job, my current bosses, my current work, my clients, my all that, just this, my mind around that. And I was kind of struggling, wondering, hey, I'm gonna be leaving these people high and dry, etc. It's a little narcissistic to think that the world will not revolve around you, and the world will not continue spinning without you there. That the world revolves around you. Because that's ego, because it's business, baby. It's business. They'll hire someone else. What? Look at you on your high horse thinking you need to be there. If you have another calling, you have another thing on your mind, go do it. And in some ways, in all ways, I'm so happy I did it, because when I look back at how things wrapped up, I honestly didn't feel as appreciated as I thought I would feel. And I wasn't treated in ways that I thought I would be treated as I left. And that reminded me that it's business. You're here to exchange time for money. What are you expecting? And so if you have something on your heart, no, I just, yeah, that is my experience. I'm not here to give advice. Not necessarily. Take what you want from that. So I'll move over to the things that made it easier. The first thing was definitely my conviction, my faith, my instincts, my gut feeling. It was so strong. I was so sure that it was the next thing that I needed to be doing. It was like every cell in my body, everything was like, yes. What is your excuse? Go. Quit. Make space. Explore. And so that, it was so strong, so clear, that made it easy. It was like, what are we debating here? And so that was the first thing for sure that made it easy to make the decision. Another thing was knowing my numbers financially, having the financial literacy and the financial, I don't want to say acumen, it sounds so businessy, but the financial knowledge, I guess, to know that first of all, to have, to be able to do this, and also to be able to plan for this, to be able to know how much I needed to do something like this. And the also having some travel experience under my belt. I've been traveling for a while, so I knew I could figure things out. I knew, I knew I could figure things out. I knew that you can throw me in, you can throw me in any situation and I'll be fine. So I knew that, and so that made things easy. And yeah, that was definitely made the whole process easier, because there is definitely some planning and some prior things that go into this. I would not advise anyone to quit their jobs and sell their car and live if you're not sure that you can sustain, you can sustain. the cost of doing it. And so that made things easier, to be honest. Another thing that made things easier is pretty obvious. The fact that I don't have any husband or partner. I don't have any dependents, no kids. I didn't have any pets. I'm not a pet mom. Is that a thing? I had a lot of plans and I missed my plans, but I shared them to people who I know are taking great care of them. You better be taking care of my plans. They're your plans now, but the people who have my plans, who have the plans, oh my gosh. But no, I didn't have anything that rooted me so much in my life or in my world that I couldn't move, that I couldn't explore, that I couldn't leave. And that definitely made this easy, because I looked at my life and I thought, when next am I gonna have this kind of opportunity to just go? I don't answer to anybody. If I don't do this now, when? And so that definitely made things a lot easier. And the last, I don't know if this will be the last thing, but another thing that definitely made things easier is the people that I surrounded myself with, the few people that I started to like let in on what I was thinking of doing. They know me and they know that I'm not insane. I typically take measured risks. And so they were like, oh yeah, that sounds like something you should do, something you would do. Of course. Everyone was so supportive that I was like, okay. Like, I don't know what I expected, because I don't know what I expected. What did I expect? But yeah, it was really nice to talk to some of my family and to talk to some of my friends, and they were all like, yeah, I see you doing that, absolutely. So that made it so easy, because I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. And so yeah, that definitely made it easy to do that. I also realized another privilege being a Canadian, like just the situation of traveling with a blue passport or Canadian passport definitely is making exploring easier. That goes without saying. And so yeah, those are some of the high level things that or the bigger things that I remember thinking through or wrestling with, or that made my decision harder or easier to make in regards to the decision of taking the sabbatical or the career break or the gap year. And obviously, spoiler alert, I made the decision. I'm here, I'm living it, I'm doing it. And I'm so thankful that I'm doing it. It's definitely shaping me in ways that I could only imagine. So that is that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing this, for witnessing my processing of all of this and sharing. If you know anyone that would profit from this kind of video, this kind of topic, send it to them. Like this video. Tell me in the comments if there's anything that you want to share that you're thinking of doing, or that you've done in the past, even that's felt a little crazy and a little out of the box that you did. And subscribe to my channel as well. I make videos every day for the month of January at the very least. So I will see you tomorrow.